Scorpions are of the class Arachnida and are considered relatives of spiders and ticks and mites. Scorpions are among the most ancient arthropods. They are derived from amphibious ancestors more than 400 million years ago. So scorpions have earned the title of living fossils. Brontoscorpio anglicus measured approximately 4.5 feet in length. In our day, the biggest scorpion is 8 inches long. This is African forest scorpion, and they live in tropical places on the forest floor under the leaf litter and dead logs and other plants. They flourish under the UV light. In fact, all scorpions flourish under the UV light. It's also called black light. The newly born scorpions won't flourish until their exoskeleton hardens. Flourishing happens because of certain molecules in one layer of cuticle, which is called hyaline layer. The hyaline layer is what reacts UV light, such as black light or moonlight, and causes scorpion's body to glow. Hyaline layer absorbs the longer wavelengths of UV light and emits it in a different wavelength and that are visible at night as a blue-green glow. Chemically speaking, nobody knows what causes scorpions to glow. As you can see in the map, they occur in most of the parts of the world except for the colder parts like Siberia and Scandinavia and Antarctica. But mostly they prefer warmer places, dry, arid like deserts, or humid places like tropical forests, tropical areas. Given the high densities of scorpions in some areas, their importance in ecological food webs, particularly with respect to helping control insect populations, is considerable. Many are sensitive to environmental degradation and are considered equilibrium species. There are 1,500 species of scorpions all over the world, and we have 90 species in the United States of America. Indian red is the deadliest. They will lead death in 72 hours due to pulmonary edema. Scorpions are notorious worldwide due to their venom that contains neurotoxin. In the United States, we have Arizona bark scorpion that can be considered lethal. The venom of Arizona bark scorpion has been proven lethal to young children up to age of 16 and adults that have hypertension and general weak immune system. And in Louisiana, we have striped and unstriped bark scorpions. They sting, but they're not lethal. People who have been stung by these scorpions that we have in Louisiana describe the pain as being similar to that of a wasp sting and with no serious long-lasting medical problems. Of course, it's a different story if you're allergic to any kind of stings. The biggest scorpion we have in the North America and the United States is a giant desert hairy scorpion. It gets its name from the brown hairs that cover its body, and these hairs help it to detect vibration in the soil. It can grow up to 5.5 inches long, and since it is large, it can easily feed on other scorpions and variety of bigger prey like lizards and snakes. Here is the numbers for scorpion bites in the United States between 2005 and 2015. Scorpions are unusual among arthropods because they give live birth, which means the embryo develops in the reproductive tract and receives nourishment from yolk or maternal tissue. They have long gestation period, several months to more than a year, and litter size is often small, from 25 to 100 babies, and youngs are fairly large, and they require care. So as long as they are born, they cling to the mother for the first few months before they disperse, and they reach sexual maturity from 2 to 8 years, depending on the species. Their lifespan is 4 years. Some larger species can live up to 25 to 30 years. They molt like other insects. When they reach to adulthood, they stop molting. Sometimes, when mother scorpion cannot find enough insects, bugs, or grub worms to eat, she will grab one of the babies and eat that. Luckily, this is only a last resort. Let's talk about scorpion anatomy. Like I said in the beginning, they are arachnids, so they have 8 legs, 4 on each side. They have 2 body parts, cephalothorax and abdomen, and tail that has 5 segments. And their mouth parts are called chelicerae, and they have a pair of pedipalps, which are also called pincers. The scorpions have 6 to 12 eyes, 2 on top and 6 or 5 smaller ones on each side. Although they have 6 to 12 eyes, they don't have very good eyesight. In fact, some species have lost their eyes altogether. Scorpion's stinger is called talcin, and the bulb part is called vesicle. It contains a pair of glandular sacs that produce and store the components of the venom. The needle part of the talcin is called the aculeus. It is similar to a hypodermic needle. Each venom sac is connected to the openings of the venom duct on the aculeus. The venom sacs are controlled voluntarily, so the scorpion can regulate how much venom is injected. Scorpion's anus is at the tip of his tail, just before the talcin. How do they breathe? Just like spiders, they have book lungs on their spiracles. Here are the book lungs in red circles. They're called book lungs because they have structures just like the pages of a book. The air travels between the page-like structures, and the gas exchange, oxygen and carbon dioxide, happens here. There are 4 pairs in a scorpion. These page-like layers provide extensive surface for exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide with the surrounding air. Scorpions also have an organ called pectins. As you see in the picture, there are 2 of them, and they look like combs, and they are located underneath their abdomen. So when they walk around, these comb-like structures brush the ground and pick up the chemical cues to find potential mate and food. So they're basically chemosensory organs. Here you can see the pectins and the book lungs underneath its abdomen on our African forest scorpion. It is glowing because I am holding a UV light. You can also see its mouth parts. Those little hook-like ones are its mouth part. It tears the prey into pieces using those, and then with its spit it melts the pieces, and then it sucks it afterwards. This is African forest scorpion. It is black. It is one of the bigger ones among the scorpions of the planet. And it lives on the forest floor, under the leaf litter or dead logs or rocks. As you see, it has bigger pedipalps, which means its venom is not really potent because they kill their prey by crushing them. The ones that have slim or thinner pedipalps and kill their prey with the venom. The African forest scorpion looks in the daylight. Let's see how it looks under UV. It emits bluish green light. It is called fluorescing